Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Cultivating Rest series for the EVC Immersion. Today is the last of our series for this time around. We'll be offering this series again in January. And if this is your first time joining, welcome. If you've been joining us for the last two, you're welcome as well. So glad to have all of you here. Let's take a moment to make ourselves as comfortable as you can. As you can see, I have a blanket and sweatshirt on. You can take a moment to also adjust the light and temperature of the room that you're in. Make yourself as comfortable as you can. We're not going to have any slides for today's practice. We'll sort of jump right in. So go ahead and make yourself as comfortable as you can. And you can begin your practice seated or lying down, whatever suits your energy and will honor your body's needs this evening. And you're also welcome to shift in any way throughout our time together. So if you start out seated and want to lie down or vice versa, give yourself the permission to make those changes and adjustments. And tonight's practice will be comprised of 3 practices. And the first one is the body awareness practice. So take a moment once you're situated in the position that you're beginning your practice in to maybe bring the gaze to the tip of your nose or close the eyes completely. If that doesn't feel safe or comfortable, you're welcome to keep your eyes open, but see if you can not grasp at what you are seeing or what's around you with the eyes. Still let there be a softness so you can turn your lens, your awareness inward. Let's take a moment to bring our awareness to our heads. Feel your head sitting in between your 2 shoulders. You feel the weight of the head. Noticing the crown of the head. And we'll conduct a very gentle body scan, moving from the top of the body all the way down to the feet. So beginning by noticing the hair, the top of the head. Let's bring the awareness to the forehead. And can you smooth and soften all the muscles of the forehead? Let there be space that finds its way into the space in between the eyebrows. And let's take a moment to check in with the eyes. And just letting the eyelids get a little heavier. Noticing and sensing the eyeballs inside of the eye sockets. Noticing the cheeks, the bridge and the sides of the nose, noticing the nostrils. Noticing that space in between the nose and the upper lip. Noticing the lower lip and the chin. Noticing the teeth and the jaw. Take a moment to shift the jaw side to side, maybe clench and unclench the teeth so you find a sense of relaxation in the mouth and the jaw. Noticing the ears. And then taking the awareness down to notice the neck. Noticing the sides of the neck, the front and back of the neck. And just notice without any judgment if one side of the neck feels a little tighter than the other. Noticing the head supported by the neck. And then noticing the shoulders on either side of the neck, noticing the right shoulder and the left shoulder. No need to do anything, but inviting the shoulders to drop away from the ears. Noticing how the shoulders are connected to the upper arms, which are connected to the elbows, which are connected to the forearms, which are connected to the wrists. And the wrists are connected to the hands. Inviting your awareness to notice the fingers and fingernails. Noticing the arms dangling from the torso, noticing the front and the back of the torso. Feel the spine, the central axis of the body. Feeling the upper back, mid back, and lower back. Noticing the shoulder blades on either side of the spine. Noticing the lungs and the heart and the rib cage. Noticing the belly. And just like the jaw and the shoulders, the belly is a point of tension for many of us. So see if you can just allow some space to find its way into the belly, especially if there's any clenching or tightening being experienced here. Noticing the hips, and how they're connected to the upper legs, which are connected to knees, which are connected to the lower legs, which are connected to the ankles connected to the feet. Noticing the toes and toenails and inviting them to just soften. And just feeling your body, see if you can sense your body from the inside out. Noticing and sensing all the parts of the body connected to each other. And how the head is not separate from the shoulders. How the hips support the legs, the ankles, the feet. We'll conduct this body scan one more time. And this time we'll practice expressing gratitude for different parts of our body. And bringing the awareness to the crown of the head, we'll begin there. And as you notice, let's say your forehead, you might whisper to yourself, "Thank you, forehead. Thank you, eyebrows. Thank you, eyes. Thank you, nose. Thank you, cheeks. Thank you, lips. Thank you, jaw. Thank you, right ear. Thank you, left ear. Thank you, neck. Thank you, shoulders. Thank you, upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Thank you, wrists, and thank you, hands. Thank you to the spine. Thank you to the lungs and the heart. Thank you to belly. Thank you, hips. Thank you, upper legs, knees. Thank you, lower legs. Thank you, ankles. Thank you, feet. We'll stay for a few moments just like that. And if you'd like to do this one more time, maybe you Invite yourself to express appreciation for other parts of the body, perhaps the earlobes, the fingernails. Just inviting a sense of gratitude and appreciation for this container of life that holds you and supports you as you move through the day. Or if you'd like, you can just whisper to yourself a few times, thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. And then if you'd like, you can invite some movement into the body, very gentle. You might check in with the neck and you might take the right ear towards the right shoulder, and then the chin in towards the chest, and left ear to left shoulder. And if you're taking this, let's do this 2 more times, chin to chest, and then right ear to right shoulder, and chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. And then pause with the chin in towards the chest. And just notice if you can sense which side felt a little tighter, and make your way over to that side. So either I have my left ear to left shoulder, but you might start with your right side. And then the opposite shoulder. So if your left ear is drawing towards the left shoulder, the opposite side would be the right side. See if you can drop that right shoulder away from the right ear. So you lengthen the opposite side. Good. Soften the eyes, relax the jaw, take a breath in and a breath out. Good. And then make your way to side 2, very slowly making your way over to side 2. And pause, drop that opposite shoulder away from the ear, take a breath in and a breath out. And then drop the chin in towards the chest again. Let's lift it just above the heart. So we're back to neutral, the head in between the 2 shoulders. Good. Let's take the gaze now. You're taking your chin over your right shoulder. Be gentle here. Good. And then come through center and over to your left side. And again to the right. You can keep the eyes soft or closed, and then to the left. Good. One more just like that to the right. And then to the left. And then coming back to neutral. Good. Let's lift the arms up towards the sky. Take a breath in. And we'll find a twist here, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind. Feel yourself sort of twisting to that central axis of the body, the spine. No need to force or pull here. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Good. Come through center, lift both arms. And to the other side, right hand, left knee, left hand behind, grow a little taller. Good. Melting into your twist, and then pause, take a breath in. And a breath out. Good. Come through center. Now I want you to cactus the arms. Good. Like goalpost here with your arms. And then draw the arms back in space so you feel the heart lift up towards the sky. Good. And then wrap right arm over, left arm round the spine. Drop the chin in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. And let's do that again. Cactus the arms and lift the heart. Good. Maybe left arm over right arm this time. Round the spine. Drop the chin. And one more just like that. Cactus the arms. And right arm over left. Let's take that whole sequence one more time, lifting the arms up and twisting to the right, left hand to right knee, right hand behind, soften, drop the shoulders, take a breath in and a breath out. And we'll lift both arms, breathe in. And to the other side, right hand, left knee, left hand behind, go a little taller. And settle in, take a breath in and a breath out. Now we'll lift the arms. Then we'll cactus the arms and lift the heart. Wrap right arm over, left drop to chin. And again, cactus the arms, gentle lift in the heart. Left arm over, right drop to chin. One more just like that. Inhale. And right arm over, left exhale. Good. Come through center. Pause in your neutral. Maybe shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and drop them down and back. Good. Maybe shake out the fingers, curl the toes, flex the feet. And take a moment to find your stillness. And with your eyes soft or closed, notice or sense how you feel now. Does the mind feel more at ease? Do you feel more aware of your body? Perhaps even more grateful for all the ways that it moves and supports you. Good. And if your eyes are closed, gently blink them open, readjust your gaze. So that is our body awareness practice, which you can do at any time as a way of cultivating rest in the mind and dropping the awareness into the body. Your next practice is going to be a 5 senses practice. So once again, make yourself as comfortable as you can. Maybe you change up the position which you're resting in. I'll continue to remain seated, but you can do whatever you'd like. And then as you're ready, go ahead and close or soften the eyes again. Let your awareness drop inward. Maybe take that body scan again just to re-ground yourself. If you feel the point in which your body makes connection to the ground, let that awareness, that holding of the ground, help you just to find a little bit more ease. Perhaps let the body get a little heavier and let it surrender towards the floor, the bed or the couch, wherever you're resting. And then whenever you're ready, drop your awareness, bring your attention to your eyes. And this time we're not just noticing the eyes as a physical part of the body, but connecting to our sense of sight. And just notice here if the eyes are opened. And actually, let's all just blink the eyes open maybe 10%. And just notice for the very first time what colors you see right away as soon as you blink the eyes open. So I see the black mat, the khaki rug, the blanket, the patterned rug. And then you can close the eyes and do that a few more times. Let your eyes blink open, notice other colors, just focusing on colors. And then closing the eyes, maybe this time as you open the eyes, you notice just shapes. And take that a few more times before inviting the eyes to completely close and reflecting on your sense of sight. And how much the eyes are sense making as we move through the day. Maybe if it feels natural and appropriate, inviting gratitude for the eyes, and gratitude for the sense of sight. Thank you, eyes. Thank you, eyes. And then as you're ready, you bring your awareness to your nose. The nose not only supports us in breathing in and breathing out air, but it's also home to our sense of smell. Maybe here you can feel, or rather smell, the air the odors or aromas in the space that you're in might be very subtle, very latent, maybe not so subtle and very explicit. And just taking a moment to reflect on all the ways in which you've used your sense of smell today. The smell of morning coffee or tea, the smell of fresh air or the rain. You might have smelled the gasoline if you were at the gas pump, the fuels of the train, just remembering how much we rely on our sense of smell to help us make sense of the world. And take a few moments to express gratitude for this sense of smell. Thank you, nose. Thank you, sense of smell. Then, as you're ready, bring your awareness to your ears, connecting to our sense of hearing. And notice the sounds which are a part of your experience in this moment. The sound of my voice, the sound of the computer or other technology in the room that you're in, and sounds of loved ones or strangers near or far, sound of a dog barking or cat meowing, the refrigerator, and just reflecting on also all the sounds that you heard as you move through this day. Alarms and bells and voices and songs. Over the next few moments, just inviting gratitude for our sense of hearing. Thank you, ears. Thank you, sense of hearing. Recognizing how much we rely on this capacity to help us make sense of the world. And letting your awareness drop to your mouth as we connect to our sense of taste. Notice if there's any lingering taste from whatever you've had to eat or drink today. Notice how even thinking about what you might have to eat or drink, something that you enjoy, how that sort of recollection manifests itself in your taste buds. Reflecting on anything flavorful or enjoyable that you had today, or maybe not so flavorful or enjoyable. And that is our sense of taste. This part of the mouth that we use to nourish ourselves, to take food in, is also responsible for our sense of taste. And how much sense making, how many memories are attached, values attached to our sense of taste. Thank you, mouth. Thank you, tongue. Thank you, sense of taste. And last but not least, connecting to our sense of touch. And as you bring your awareness to your hands, notice what surface the hands are resting on. And feel into the texture. That texture feels smooth or rough, cool or warm. Maybe feel the textures that your feet are connected to. And then if it's available to you, maybe bring one hand to the other hand and feel your own skin. And just remembering how this entire skin from the head down to the feet has all these nerves and sensors to help us make sense of the world, and how we use the sense of touch not only to connect with the external world, but that sense of touch helps us stay safe, helps us recognize when something is too cold or too hot. And if you're holding your hands, you can even release them down and take a moment just to reflect on how this sense of touch has supported you as you move through this day. Thank you, sense of touch. Thank you, skin. In this practice, we've reflected and connected with our five senses, our sense of sight, sense of smell, sense of hearing, sense of taste, and sense of touch. Thank you, senses. Thank you, senses. Thank you, senses. And as you're ready, you can blink the eyes open if they're closed. Readjust your gaze. Maybe as you readjust your gaze, just take a moment to notice if you notice things that you may not notice normally. The texture of the wall, the pattern on the ceiling, the sound of a machine running. If you like, you can take a big stretch here, reaching the arms up and overhead, maybe taking a little twist or a side bend, rolling at your neck. And we'll transition to our last and final practice for this evening, which is a breath awareness practice. So you can pause this video and take a moment to make yourself, once again, as comfortable as you can. Maybe you want to grab a cup of water or close the light in the room that you're in. And then when you're ready, find yourself seated or lying down. And take a moment again to bring your awareness to notice how the body is supported by the floor underneath. Even if your body is resting on a couch or a bed, that object is supported by the ground. Noticing how this body, we've done a lot of body scan and connecting with our senses, really feeling and sensing the body from the inside out. Noticing also that this body is breathing in this moment. Maybe you bring your awareness to your nostrils and notice the breath coming in and out. Maybe you might even place a hand or hands on your belly, your abdomen, or a hand on the heart or hand on the belly and feel the movement of the breath. And sometimes the breath is very subtle. Maybe it's a bit strained. If that's the case, perhaps just finding some solace in knowing that the body is breathing. This breathing body is your breathing body. And then I want you to bring your awareness to your spine and feeling the spine as the central axis of the body that's connecting the body top to bottom, and front to back, side to side. And then visualizing your next in-breath coming in either through your nostrils or through the crown of the head. And visualizing that breath traveling down to the base of the spine, deep into the belly. And then visualizing the out breath, the exhale, traveling up the spine and releasing through the nostrils or through the crown of the head. So, this is a visualization breath practice. We know logically that we might be breathing in through the nose or through the mouth. But for this practice, you can visualize the breath coming through the nostrils or through the crown of the head and feeling it, noticing it descending down the spine. You might even attach a color, maybe a gold or silver, to the breath. Visualize the inhale traveling down to the spine, and then visualizing the breath traveling up the spine, leaving through the crown of the head or through the nostrils. And that will be our practice for the next few moments. And if it's helpful for your mind to help you stay focused as you visualize the breath traveling down the spine, you might repeat to yourself, inhale, or this is my in-breath. Then as the breath travels up the spine, exhale, or this is my out-breath. Let's do this a few more times and then I'll quiet my voice. Visualizing the breath traveling down the spine, inhale. Visualizing the breath traveling up the spine, the exhale. Noticing the breath traveling down the spine, inhale. Noticing the breath traveling up the spine, the exhale. I'll silence my voice and let you take that a few more times on your own. Know that if your mind starts to wander off, that's very natural. See if you can guide it back just to this simple task of letting your awareness travel down the spine, letting the awareness travel up the spine. Watching the breath travel down the spine, allowing the breath to travel up the spine. And then after your next exhale, the next time you visualize the breath leaving through the nostrils or through the crown of the head, let that visualization go and see if you can stay connected just to your breath and the body breathing for a few moments. Maybe you bring your awareness to your nostrils or the belly, or just feel the sensation of body receiving the breath and releasing the breath. Inviting the breath with each cycle of breath just to become a little bit more restful, a little bit more at ease, just like we're inviting mind and the body to rest. Inviting the breath to also rest and be at ease. Staying connected to the breath, noticing the in-breath and noticing the out-breath. Good. And then as you're ready, maybe taking a moment before you open the eyes to bring your hands to your belly and feel the breath moving in and out of the belly a few times. Whether you're seated or lying down, bring your hands to rest at your heart space, and we'll close tonight's practice with a few affirmations. You can repeat these to yourself silently or aloud. On this day and every day, may I be happy and peaceful. May I be safe and protected. May I be strong and healthy in this body. May I live with ease and joy. May I be happy and peaceful. May I be safe and protected. May I be healthy and strong in this body. May I live with ease and joy. May I be happy and peaceful. May I be safe and protected. May I be healthy and strong in this body. May I live with ease and joy. May it be so, may it be so, may it be so. Only as you're ready, invite your eyes to open. Let some movement into your body if you'd like. Take a sip of water. And I thank you so much for joining me for this series. I hope that you're able to join the series again when we offer it in January. Be sure to check out all the other immersion track offerings. There's a ton of great stuff coming up, and I look forward to connecting again with you soon. Take good care.